surgical wounds. This story is not a recreation. It's one example of the efforts made by officers and volunteers working with the police in Tucson, Arizona, to help victims cope with the devastating impact of crime. 11:35 p.m. A call for help comes in.
This is a medical dispatcher. What is the address?
Yes, please hurry up and get someone over here twice I get a great call.
What's wrong there?
This woman fell and hit her face and totally apart, please.
Ma'am, I can barely understand you. You're going to have to calm down. What happened to her that she hit her face?
No, she fell.
Is she Ma'am, is she conscious?
Is she conscious? I don't know.
Okay, we're going to be right there.
This is Sanders with Tucson Police. Is everything okay there?
Excuse me. This is an accident here. We can't talk, okay? We have to keep this line open.
This is the police.
Okay, all right. Thank you, sir.
What's the accident? What happened?
Apparently, one of the managers has been shot. She doesn't remember. She doesn't know.
Is there paramedics on the way?
Yes, sir. They're here right now. They're helping her.
There's a young lady on the floor bleeding profusely as she'd been seriously injured in the face. There was a couple of girls working with her. They were in the back when it happened. They looked around when they heard a loud noise, and what they saw was a girl laying on the front pool of blood with a serious injury.
Tracy Bryant, the restaurant night manager and mother of two, was taken to the hospital.
We had one witness, which we had quite a difficult time ascertaining what had actually happened because she was very hysterical. The reason that I called victim witness was to help calm her and the other lady employee down. They were very, very upset.
Within minutes of shooting, the witness volunteers Sherry Michaels and Lynn Peterson arrive at the scene.
We're there to give the psychological first aid, to give the hugs and drivers, and to focus on that person.
Sergeant Solis, what we have here is we have an unknown incident. We have a woman that's seriously injured. She has bad facial injuries. We don't know exactly what happened to her. It came down as like a fall. I have an officer at the hospital.
You have to find out what they went through so you can try and help them cope with it. And sort of a situation, there's so much mystery to it. People are very concerned about what happened, and when it doesn't quite make any sense, they need to talk it over.
You know, it had to have been a gunshot because I don't know, what a loud noise that could have been. We stood there for a second, we were in shock. We didn't know what to think, and then we ran around and we were like, Tracy.
I think you did the best thing you could do, and you did the right thing. Got the ambulance here.
She was in a state of shock. She just couldn't get over what had happened. And as she started to calm down, she remembered bits and pieces of details.
I remember a little bit what the guy looks like, but not much. He had sunglasses on. He's about 6 foot with blonde hair.
I thought they were extremely effective. They calmed her down. She was able to give us a very comprehensive story of what occurred, and that expedited the investigation.
At Tucson Medical Center, a trauma team works on Tracy, while her family awaits word of her condition.
Did you see her poor face? I know.
I picture, Mike and the kids, what were they going to do without her if she didn't live through it? I didn't know if she was alive or dead. But when I walked in, all you saw was a bloody mess. There was just blood all over.
Okay.
Police officer Lee McNitt had also gone to the hospital.
The family arrived shortly after the victim did, so I immediately went to the family and explained to them what had occurred and what I knew to that point. The victim witness is still available if you'd still like to talk to him. Okay, if you think they can help you, if you think you have it under control and you don't want them, you won't bring them up here. If you've got your family situation here set up and you're all depending on each other and you don't want them, that's fine.
I kind of think that they should, because I think there's going to be some need to take care of things.
Exactly. So, when I got my accident, it is...
When you really don't know whether she's going to survive the night or not, any kind of confidence that you have can be just a tremendous lift.
The hospital provided a room where we could sit down, all of us together, and be able to talk. At first, there's a whole realm of feelings. The ranges go from absolute silence to complete anger.
I was so angry at whoever did this. You know, because like I kept picturing this, you know, the family without Tracy, what was going to happen. I just wanted to wring the guy's neck. Yeah, and so talking about it let me get some of that anger out.
What's the hardest part?
Her beautiful face is just a mess. And if it leaves any kind of damage, she has 2 little babies at home, a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. So, I mean...
It's scary.
Very.
Right now, it's very hard not to know and to wonder, and you want to know exactly what happened, because it makes it easier to deal with when you do. But they really, right now, they don't know.
Nobody actually saw her get shot, but the 2 girls who were working at the time remember the things that happened beforehand. You know. We have the time to sit there, to give complete attention to the individual. Sometimes the police do that, and they do very well. The thing is, they don't generally have the time to spend there.
The surgery lasts 4 hours, but doctors still do not know exactly what happened to Tracy.
All I can really say at this point is that we know that there's a puncture wound to the right of the nose and a second one behind the right ear. She is awake, alert, and responsive. She moves all of her extremities, which is a good sign.
She would ask me questions about, am I going to die? I mean, I can't say yes or no, but I would say we'll do our best to make sure that doesn't happen.
I know you don't feel terrific, baby, but we're here. Father David is here. We love you.
A gunshot by a stranger changed the lives of 29-year-old Tracy Bryant and her family forever. By 2 days later, her recovery has begun.
She's in severe pain around her right ear. When she opens her eyes, she has double vision. Her face is paralyzed. She can't move the right side of her face.
She just sat there and she held my hand and she said she knows I'm scared, and which made me feel good because I was having nightmares. You know?
I bet you were, sweetheart. I bet you were.
I kept thinking somebody was coming to get me.
It's a significant cosmetic problem to not be able to move your face, and it's a functional problem as well. It can cause a lot of eye problems. She's going to have visual problems. She's going to be deaf in one ear. She's never going to be the same, that's for sure.
Two months later, Tracy still has additional surgery and physical therapy to undergo, but she's grateful to be alive.
The love that I have seen from people and the kindness that people that don't even know me have shown to me lets me know that with bad things like this that can happen at the drop of a hat, that there are still good things. There are still good people out there.
Tracy's husband and her children are still adjusting.
All the pain and frustrations. It's real hard to handle. She's been through a lot, and I guess she just knows how to handle it. I got more scared for the kids than anything else because they really need her. She's an important part of their lives.
It was pretty hard on me without her, and it's pretty hard on Daddy.
I felt very positive about the family. I think they were extremely supportive of each other, more concerned about each other than they were themselves. A lot of people do not have that, and that's a very secure thing to have.
The person who shot Tracy has not been found, but with the help of the Victim Witness Crisis Unit, family and fellow employees are coping with the tragedy.
I'd never experienced anything like that before. When you're really hurt and upset like that and scared, you need someone there to comfort you, and she really helped me out a lot. I think it's a real good program.
Lynn and Sherry did a great job. They were wonderful. And there's no way to try and thank everybody can't, you know. And I just hope that someday we can pass on their kindnesses to someone else.
If you've ever been in a position where where you've had tragedy or had misfortune and you didn't have anybody there to turn to, nobody at all, you realize a little bit more how important it is to have somebody there. And I want to be that somebody.